Did you know there is a high risk, high reward day trading strategy that you can implement right now purely using WallStreetBets? Let's get straight into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here with another stock market video, and today we're talking about a day trading strategy that specifically uses the forum called WallStreetBets, which lives on a website called Reddit. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to like this video. It helps me out so much, and remember to subscribe for more stock market investing and day trading content. I'd also love to know your thoughts after you've watched this video on whether you've used this day trading strategy before or you've made money off it, and if you have, how did you do it? So guys, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. If you've been on social media lately, you have seen there are so many people posting these absolutely insane gains on a subreddit called WallStreetBets. And this is from using a specific trading strategy that I like to call the hype trading strategy. Now, it is a high risk, high reward trading strategy, but as you can see from these images, the profits can be absolutely insane. And before we go into how this strategy works itself, I'd just like to preface this by saying you don't have to use WallStreetBets specifically to use this. You can use all sorts of trading forums, social media, or any other location where lots of people are talking about stocks in general in order to apply this strategy. But due to the size and the growth of WallStreetBets in recent weeks, this means that you can apply this strategy immediately here due to the large volume of activity. So what is the hype trading strategy? Well, effectively the hype trading strategy is my term for a pump and dump. And the key here is to make sure that you are on the pump side and not the dump side. And effectively, for those of you who aren't aware of what a pump and dump is, it is effectively where a stock rises sharply in value and then plummets in the same fashion. Now, the way the hype strategy works is you want to find stocks that people are talking about, where there's a lot of exposure, a lot of activity, and a clear rise in the value of this stock. Now, in order to do this, what we do is effectively go onto a forum such as WallStreetBets and look at exactly what is going on. So let's jump in there. Okay guys, welcome to WallStreetBets. Effectively, this is, as I mentioned, a forum on subreddit, and as you can see, everyone's talking about stocks, and you see there's a lot of memes, a lot of people talking, a lot of news, all that sort of stuff that is here. This is the fluff that we effectively want to eliminate in order to find good trades. Now, what we want to do is navigate down to this section called flares. And a flare is effectively where posters can label the topic of their discussion. And what we're looking for is the gain flare. And the reason we're looking for the gain flare is we want to see where people are making money. And it's key that when you hit the gain flare, so that we specifically filter the gain section, we go to hot. Because what the hot section filter does as well means that we can effectively see what people are talking about right now and what is gaining a lot of attention within this flare section. So as we go into this, we'll scroll down and we'll see what people are talking about. Now, as you can see, here's a stock code, NEO to the moon. NEO is a stock that has been pumped quite a lot on this forum. Same with GameStop. Everyone would have heard of it, GME. This has been pumped a lot, but these ones have already had their run, in my opinion. So it's probably best to avoid those. What we want to be looking for is effectively a stock that hasn't gone crazy. SAVA. Now, there's one I actually have not heard of before. So if we look at this, it looks like it is a science company called Cassava Sciences. And this person is indicating that this stock is skyrocketing at the moment. And as you can see, when we click in here, this has been increasing over time and is just undergoing a sharp spike. But what we can see is a uptrend over the past, probably see if this is filtered to 1 week, over the half week. So we go, okay, you know what? Let's have a look. So if we then effectively go to the Google page for Cassava Sciences, and what we can see here is the stock chart. And obviously we're on the daily here, but what we're looking for is an uptrend, and which we can see the green part is of the day's trade, and then this grey part is the after hours. Now this is crucial as it indicates effectively what is going to happen tomorrow when trading reopens again. And as we can see, the stock has actually increased in value quite significantly from this roughly about 85 mark all the way up to $120 odd after hours, and that indicates to me that this is going to go up tomorrow. And we can see once again the chart, this has only just started to go up quite significantly. Now ideally what you want to do is be able to catch this rise right at the start here, right when people have started talking about this stock, but obviously that is a hard thing to do, and it will just take a lot of consistency watching these sorts of Wall Street Bet type forums. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, that just seems too good to be true. That was extremely easy to find that stock and then see clearly that it is going upwards. Now obviously that is not the case due to the fact that there is a large amount of risk involved here. And there are a few key factors that you want to take into consideration when you are putting this sort of hype trading strategy into place. The first of which is you want to know exactly where you're exiting this stock. Set a price point, set stop losses, set in place things that will mean that you can minimize your losses or get out with whatever profits you have if the stock does start to go down. As I say, you can quickly lose money in these sorts of trades, but on the opposite side, you can quickly make a lot of money as well. Secondly, make sure you have enough liquidity in order to get out. So don't take a giant position in a stock which is just starting to pump up but doesn't have that many shares going through the register each single day. Take an appropriate amount of shares for the trade in order to be able to get in and get out of the stock easily, but more importantly, quickly. That is the key here. We're aiming for speed. And as you saw on the chart, we're not necessarily aiming for that gain from the start all the way to the peak. We just want a portion. Don't get too greedy, and as I mentioned before, make sure you have your exit strategy in place. If you've got a profit target and it hits it, either take your money out immediately or make sure that you're in a position to set those stop losses so you don't lose any of those hard-earned gains. Another key point to note here is the key is to be in and out. This is not by any means a long-term investing strategy. Typically when a stock rises on hype, there is nothing behind it. It is purely all air, and the stock is rising purely because people are talking about it, people are telling their friends to buy it, all that sort of stuff. If there are absolutely no fundamentals behind a stock, it is a bad idea to invest in it long term. This is why this is a short-term day trading strategy. And that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please remember to leave a like. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more of this sort of content. I also have on my channel lots of other trading strategies, trading methods, you know, whether it be fundamental or technical analysis, all that sort of stuff is on my channel, so be sure to check it out, guys. Also, leave down a comment below if you got involved in any of the Wall Street Bets hype trades, if you've used this sort of strategy or whatever you'd like to call it before. Have you been successful or not? Let me know down in the comments section below, guys. And with that, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.